So you're thinking about moving to Kansas City. Hi, my name is Katie Payne. I'm a real estate agent here in the Kansas City area, and I work with people relocating every single week. And the ones who have the smoothest transitions, they come in knowing both sides of the story. So in this video, I'm breaking down the real pros and cons of living in Kansas City in 2026. The things that make people love it here and the things that actually surprise them once they arrive. Stick around to the end because I'm also covering something I don't see many people talking about, and that's why Kansas City is quietly becoming one of the best cities in the country for military retirees. That section alone might change how you think about this area. Pro number one, affordability. Let's start with the biggest reason people relocate here, affordability. Compared to places like California, Texas, Colorado, Kansas City still gives you way more house for your money. $300,000 to $500,000 still gets you a real home, like a single family 3 or 4 bedroom home versus a 2-bedroom condo. We've got larger square footage versus coastal cities, and first-time home buyers are actually entering the market here. For a lot of people I work with, this is the first time they can buy a home that doesn't feel like a compromise. They're getting the yard, the garage, the space, things that just aren't realistic in a lot of other markets right now. But here's what a lot of people don't realize. That affordability comes with a trade-off, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Pro number two, more space, less stress. The second big pro, and honestly one of my favorites to talk about, is the lifestyle upgrade. People move here and almost immediately notice the difference. No yard to a backyard, street parking to 2-car garage, cramped space to room to actually breathe. And it's not just the house, it's the pace of life. Less congestion, easier daily living, and the suburban areas like Platte County and southern Leavenworth County are growing fast with newer developments. It just feels easier to live here, and that matters more than people expect. Pro number three, central location. Kansas City sits right in the middle of the country, and that's actually a real advantage. For travelers, for business, for logistics, you can get pretty much anywhere without a brutal connection or layover. The airport has improved a lot. It used to be small and incredibly easy to get in and out of. Locals loved it. Then they built a new, big, beautiful airport. We were pretty resistant to the change, but it's been a great addition to our city. It's still easy to get in and out of, and we're getting more routes and direct flights added all the time. This easy access is making our area even more attractive and bringing in pretty cool events like the World Cup. Don't want to fly? The highway access is excellent. You're not stuck in the corner of the map. You're right in the middle of it. Pro number four, culture that surprises people. Now, this is the one that catches people off guard the most. Kansas City is fun, like genuinely fun. The barbecue speaks for itself, but beyond that, you've got a real sports culture, a growing downtown scene, local breweries, live music, community events. A lot of people come here expecting just another Midwest city and leave their first weekend thinking, okay, I get it now. There's more here than the outside world gives the city credit for. Now, if that was the whole story, everyone would be moving here and never looking back, right? Well, let's talk about the other side. Con number one, property taxes. Remember that affordability I mentioned? Here's where it gets complicated. Property taxes, especially depending on which side of the state you land on, can be higher than people expect. Missouri and Kansas have different tax structures, different assessment processes, and different rates by county. I've worked with buyers who were shocked when their monthly payment came in higher than expected, not because of the purchase price, but because of the taxes they didn't account for up front. This is why running the full numbers before you commit to an area matters so much. And it's something I walk every client through before they make a decision. Con number two, you will be driving. Kansas City is not a walkable city, full stop. The metro is spread out, public transportation is limited, and if you're coming from places like Chicago, New York, Denver, or really anywhere with real transit infrastructure, this will be an adjustment. Groceries, dinner, school pickups, weekend plans, you're driving to all of it. For some people, that's totally fine. For others, it's a bigger lifestyle shift than they anticipated. Just go in with eyes open. Con number 3, weather whiplash. The weather here is a lot. Hot and humid summers, cold winters, and a spring storm season that's no joke. And the swings can happen fast. 40 degrees in the morning, 75 by the afternoon. Just last week, I was walking my dog in 93-degree weather on Wednesday, and it was 33 degrees on Saturday morning. The in-between seasons time can give you a severe case of whiplash. Some people genuinely love having 4 distinct seasons. Others get worn down by the unpredictability pretty quickly. It's worth an honest conversation with yourself before you move, especially if you're coming from a mild climate. Con number 4, the area you choose matters a lot, and this is one I really want you to sit with for a few minutes. Kansas City is not one city. It's a collection of very different areas, different states, different tax structures, different vibes, different infrastructure, Kansas versus Missouri, urban core versus suburbs, established neighborhoods versus newer developments. You could live 20 minutes apart from someone else in this metro and have a completely different daily experience. And this is the mistake I see most often with relocating buyers. They pick a zip code based on price alone without understanding whether that area actually fits their lifestyle. That mismatch is what leads to frustration 6 to 12 months down the road. So getting this decision right from the start is everything. I'm working with a couple right now who is only looking at the Missouri side, and another couple that is only looking on the Kansas side. They have their various reasons that are unique to their families. What's important to me is that they are asking the right questions and discovering what area is the right fit for them. Now, I want to take a minute to speak directly to anyone who's retiring from the military and considering Kansas City as your place to put down some roots, because this doesn't get talked about enough. Kansas City has a lot working in your favor. Fort Leavenworth is just 30 minutes north of downtown, one of the most storied installations in the country, and it keeps a strong military presence in this region. Cost of living pairs exceptionally well with a military pension. Your retirement pay stretches further here than in almost any major metro in the country, which means more financial flexibility, more house, and less stress. VA resources in the Kansas City area are solid. The VA Medical Center in Kansas City is well regarded, and there are multiple satellite clinics throughout the metro. I've heard great things about the Leavenworth VA location. The job market for follow-on work is also plentiful, whether you continue to work in the military-adjacent world or venture into the corporate setting. The community here respects and understands military life. You'll find veterans organizations, support networks, and neighbors who get it, especially in areas like Leavenworth and Platte counties. My husband and I knew we wanted to retire near a military installation, but not a huge one like Fort Hood or Fort Bragg. We've really enjoyed putting roots down here. We're an open book and will happily talk about our experience. Here's the thing, military retirees often have very specific priorities: school quality, proximity to a VA or base, neighborhood safety, long-term value. Those are exactly the conversations I have with every military family I work with. If that's you, reach out. I want to make sure you land in the right spot. So, is Kansas City a great place to live in 2026? For a lot of people, absolutely. The affordability, the space, the culture, the central location, it checks a lot of boxes. But the people who thrive here are the ones who come in understanding the trade-offs and chose the right area for their lifestyle from day one. That's the difference. If you're thinking about relocating to Kansas City, whether you're a civilian professional, a military retiree, or somewhere in between, I've got a free relocation resource linked down in the description. And if you want to go deeper, check out my other videos where I break down the best areas to live in Kansas City based on your budget and lifestyle. Or better yet, schedule a discovery call. I would love to meet you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.